Good morning. I had something else in mind that I wanted to share with you this morning as part of our kickoff for the week and our quiet time together. And yet, God has something else in mind. It's my firm belief, and I'm not the only one, right, that there are so many spiritual writers who will say the same. And even Jesus himself, as he walked the planet, the importance that we build solitude and silence into our lives. It's critical. There is so much chaos outside of our world, of our bubble inside which we live. And that chaos transfers into our minds, and we cycle that chaos that is outside of us, and we bring it into us. And therefore we recreate the noise, and it is so hard for us to rest. God will not compete with the noise. The divine will not trumpet into our ears one more sound that we need to hear and listen to as we are trying to make a connection that stills our soul and feeds our spirit. And so this morning, I thought maybe I'd share the beauty that I'm experiencing here on this part of the country with you. Something that was a surprise and yet can lead us to prayer. Nature is not just a pretty thing to look at. Truly, God is present in creation. And on one level, we'd say it's a no-brainer. But on the other hand, we'd say, well, how often do I take time to recognize the face of God in the beauty around me, even if the beauty is simply a dandelion making its headway through a crack in the concrete upon which I stand? God is present in all of creation, not just the stuff that makes it into National Geographic or onto our screensavers. Beauty and quiet are how God will communicate to us. There is a safety in the quiet when we know that we dedicate this time to the beloved of our heart. I want to share the quiet with you this morning and a little prayer. Loving God, you who are already in this day, who are providing for us through moisture, air, sunlight, we ask that you also would help us find respite in all of creation. The soul that you have planted deep within us yearns for union with you, and we can only find it in the quiet. So often, loving God, the quiet can be scary. We feel like we have to know what to do with it. And here, you ask us just to trust, to let us be loved by you. So I wish you a blessed day in which you can find the divine, in which you will recognize, seek out silence and solitude. You can have solitude even in a crowd. Solitude is something that you find within your spirit and can be practiced easily when you quiet yourself to trust the quiet within.